All right, the final step in the property creation process is to add locations. And this red marker bubble here, again, is very important to the process. As you can see, you can click on it and drag it around anywhere you want, and that's going to be very important as we get going here. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit and focus on this little field food plot type thing here. This is where I'm going to mark my first location. We're going to say that I've got a tree stand there, and when you go up into the options, you've got all kinds of options for locations, and each of those has a subtype as well to further define the type of location that you want to mark. So we're just going to set this up as a ladder tree stand, and we're going to go ahead and enter a name. I'm just going to call it the bean plot ladder, and you can choose an optimal wind direction here. And this is going to be a really cool feature that we're going to add really soon. You're going to get some email notifications when you have the right wind in the forecast for some of your locations. So I want a westerly type wind here, so I'm going to pick a couple west directions. And now if I were to hit save right now, that ladder would mark right there where that red bubble is, and that's not where I want it. So I need to move this bubble right over to where I want the actual tree stand location to be marked. And as you zoom in, you can see there's quite a bit of detail on those maps, so I can almost pick out the exact tree that I'm actually going to put the stand in. If this was a real property that I hunted, you could see that I can be very specific of where that ladder stand is going to be. Zoom out a little bit, go ahead and hit save now that everything's set properly, and the location has been added. I'm going to zoom out to show you exactly how it placed the stand. Move it over there. You can see the icon. It looks like a tree stand there. Move over just a bit and we can zoom right in, and you'll see that it's exactly where I intended it to be placed, because I used the red marker bubble in the exact right spot. There you have it. There's the tree stand. So we'll zoom out and let's add another type of location. This time let's set up a location with a trail camera. So we're going to again move this red marker bubble into the general area where the camera should be. I'll zoom in to show more detail. You can see this is a power line right there at the end of that point. We're going to change the location type to a camera. Go ahead and give it a name. We'll just call this the power line camera. I don't need to choose an optimal wind direction for this because it's a trail camera, so I don't care which direction the wind's coming from as far as notices, but the data that camera collects, it will have weather imprint, so I'll know which direction the wind was blowing when I got photos. And there you have it. It marked location number 2, the trail camera. And just to make this easy, we're going to go ahead and add one more location real quick. This time I'll do a ground blind. Alright, there's our ground blind that we just added. We can zoom on out and you'll see all 3 of our locations that we started with on the property are there. We've added everything. Now we're done. We have now created the property. It's in our records, and it's going to show up right there in your profile and your activity feed. Again, if your permissions are set to private, and this is a private property, nobody can see this map, nobody can see this information except you and anybody that you may invite to see it. All the information is there, the acreage, the number of hunting locations that you've added so far. You can quickly add any hunt data or photos that you want to relate to the property. The property map is still there. There's our 3 icons. Obviously you can zoom in and out to look closely. Click on one of those areas, it's going to show you the information, the name, the GPS coordinates of that location. It's also going to show you the weather, the current weather. You can also click down at the bottom there and see a little more extended forecast. You got your moon phase, just all the information that you would need to hunt. The hunt data that you correlate with that area is going to be there. We haven't added any yet, but trail cam photos, kills, sightings, all will be right there. Very easy to access, and as you can tell, this is just an awesome tool to manage your hunting locations. And that's it. You've made your hunting property.